let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Stupid, bro. What's up, gente? How you guys doing? How you guys doing, man? Salud and respect, man. I just, I've been doing my live streaming, right? And there's a homie from Fresno. He wants to hear a story about Fresno Bulldogs, huh? And I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't do that much time on Fresno's yard. But I know a couple stories about the Fresno car, bro. Hold on. And to be honest, you know, besides the Nortenos, I think Bulldogs has it bad, bro. They has it worse than Nortenos. Because like when the Sureños go up north, you know, most of the mostly Sureños yard, bro. But they gotta deal with the Norteños. You know, I'm talking about the 90s, 2000s, early 2000s, bro. You know, I know Mr. Chingon, Mr. I know it all, Pinto, he's gonna come out. Oh, no. You know who, bro. There's somebody. Well, anywho, bro. First and foremost, man, you already seen on the title, man. Bulldog did the unthinkable. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And at the same time, I'm like, man, I think, I don't know what would I do in his situation, bro. One against the whole Norteño yard, bro. But look, man, check it out. Before I continue, hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Last night, I was making a live streaming, right? And I was doing my little, you know, you can see me, bro. I'm losing my weight. You know what I mean? And I feel good, bro. You know, I feel good. I dropped 10 pounds. You guys remember how my arms were like 16, 17s. 5'6" is pretty good, bro. So I was doing my little workout and somebody said, man, you be dead. And kind of got, you know, upset about it, and then I got back at him, and I didn't cuss at him, but I started talking crap. I just want to apologize about that, man, because my routine, you know, I do it to, first and foremost, stay in shape. You know, I can do my own routine right here, bro. You know, I don't have to go out there, but I do it because I really want to inspire or help people, motivate people to move, bro, to move. Gente, move, bro, move. Fuck diabetes, bro. One day I'm gonna confess you something that you know, about my routine, bro. But I think it's gonna be later in time, bro. But anywho, this is something. Aside from the story that I'm about to tell you, right? So I'm in Pelican Bay, bro. I'm on Pelican Bay, and this is when I left Pelican Bay. It was 2090, 96. I was at 93, 94, 95, 96, and then I went to Folsom, right? And the bus was full of homies, camaradas, and Norteños, bro. Nothing but raza. An incident had just happened in AR, bro. With the homies, the camaradas, and the camaradas and blacks. It was the second incident. By the grace of God, man, you know, I knew this bato that he was telling us, hey, you guys get it. I used to kick it with the homies in Pelican Bay. Because I used to go to Mill Cap and I used to kick it with the homies, with the camaradas, right? And so they were about to, you know, something was about to pop once, and they say, hey, get ready. It was my first incident. I was like, dang, I was fucking stressing, bro. I was stressing the fuck out of me. And she was stressing the fuck out of me. Like, when an incident happens that you know, out of the blue, it happens, right? But when they tell you, hey, get ready, that's fucking straight. Hey, get ready, something, you got time to meditate, think, hey, what if this, what if, but there's no buts or ifs. It's gonna happen, bro. So anywho, bro, I go to, I'm on my way to from Pelican Bay to Folsom, and there's nothing but homies, sureños, no paisas. And two norteños. One of them I heard right here on my channel that he passed away. Rest in peace, Magoo from Samster. He's out of Salinas. Magoo. I think his last name was Herrera. He was my celly, and I know the reason they put him in my cell, because on my chaqueta, on my papers, it says that I smoked a bottle from up north. So hey, you figure it out, Holmes. Anyway, he's my celly, bro, and he's my celly for like 3 or 4 days, right? It takes a while to go to committee. It depends what day you get there. I think committee is on Wednesday or Thursday. And I get my papeles. I get a chrono, right? It just says my 187. But it did not say that it was the dude was affiliated with the homies up north, and not my. But I did show my papel, right? And what's his name? Magoo was, like I said, Magoo was my celly. Magoo from Samster, and there was another vato, Sleepy from I think it was Sacra. And I heard talking to the man, hey, what if this vato? I know they're not stupid. They referring to me. Hey, you don't think that this vato is a homie? Hey, what if this vato? Remember? Hey, Tiny. Oh yeah. Used to let you know. And I'm putting 2 and 2 together, right? 2 and 2, and 1 and 1, and 5 and 5, and 6 and 6. I'm like, oh, okay, I know what they're talking about. Who was Tiny? Tiny was this battle. I know, because I was playing it dumb in Pelican Bay, bro. I was just playing it dumb, like I don't know what's going on. But I pay attention to what was going on. That's survival, bro. This is what happened, bro. There was a homie, a homie from Fresno. Tiny from Fresno. I don't know if that was his real placazo, or he made it up just to slip through the cracks, meaning that he was a bulldog, he was a perro. But I guess he told the placas that he was a homie, a norteño, right? And he was cool, bro, for a minute. He was cool for a minute until somebody came and recognized that vato, and they got him, bro. They got him, but I didn't think they got him the way they wanted to get him, right? The norteños, bro, and especially the perros, the bulldogs. The north and south was bad, no, but imagine a whole, one against the whole fucking yarda, bro. I know they wanted to eat this vato. They wanted to fucking, They want this vato. Once they found out, and I do remember seeing it. I seen and the vato moved. So they didn't get him that good, bro. And sometimes, especially at those places, and especially on these situations, bro, you only get one shot at it. You only get one chance, bro. If you don't do it right, and especially if you're homie, a norteño, bro, or a sureño, or in the woods, también, they play that shit hard. If you don't do it right, they're gonna do you, bro. So they did everything. But Pelican Bay is high security, bro. It hardly has any fucking blind spots, meaning where they can get you, bro. But you know the homies, the suicide, bro. The freaking Norteños, they don't play. But this vato got away. They distract him, bro. They got him. But he slid through the cracks for a minute. You know what I mean? A homie, a perro. And this man, I have just bullshit. And I don't, you know, I'm now thinking back. You know, back then, it was like, this vato, he's a piece of for doing that shit, you know, for not going into the yard and just, you know, doing what he had to do. I never got put myself in that situation. Why? Because we paisas, we don't play that game as, you know, like we don't have no enemies where we have to go and just, you know, on site, bro. You know what I mean? But I did, now that I do remember, it was with somebody else, but not like these vatos right here, like where they see you and they know who you are. You either handle your business or you're gonna be handled on, especially one against, you know, let's say 20, 40, 50 vatos, especially the homies, the Norteños. And like I said, now thinking back, what would I do, bro? What would I have done? You know, it's hard to call it, bro. You know what I mean? And this is one of the few incidents that I got another one, bro. I got another one, and that's why I decided to call this. He did the unthinkable. He went, you know, to me, you know, that's pretty fucking slick, bro. Cause hey, where you from? Who knows you? And, you know what I mean? The Norteños check your air, check the whole fucking, you know, the cavity. And not only, you know, they're not gonna give you a quebrada where, hey, if you were a perro, you know, now you can run with that, bro. You know, fuck it, you know. Well, it has happened, bro. But it's mostly with the paisas. Like, hey, I know there's a lot of paisas that were homies, sureños, norteños, and they come in run with the paisas, but you gotta stay with that. You know, you can't go back and forth, bro. Not because on that specifically yard that you're going to, you don't like it's too fucking dangerous, and then you drop your points and then you're homie again. Nah. But I guess, you know, the homies, the Norteños, they're like, well, dude, this is the only chance that we have to get, and we're gonna make an example out of this fool, man. But they, you know, they couldn't get him right. Saludos, gente. And when I was with this vato, you know, when I was set up with Magoo, he goes, not Magoo, but the other vato, Sleepy goes, hey, remember Tiny? Remember? And I was paying attention. I was like, man. But my paper, you know, at the beginning, they said that I came from down south and that I had a hood out there. But then later, hey, you establish that with the SEALs. Hey, look, I'm a Mexican national, and that's what I'm gonna run, you know. And if they see you playing games, they will set you out también, bro. You know what I mean? The placas like to play fucking politics también. They like to fucking, you wanna play games? They're gonna play games with you, bro. So my biggest advice right here, bro, is don't go to prison, bro. Don't go to prison. You know, stay home, work. Stay with your family. And like I said, I just want to apologize one more time, bro, for, you know, I wasn't getting mad, bro, but negative criticism is what makes me, you know, get stronger, bro. That's what it makes me strive, bro, for more. You guys get ready. Friday, bro. I see you in the next rutina, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. Let's defeat the freaking diabetes. With that amount, gente, blessings, stay up, man. And I don't care what they think about me, man. I don't let nobody validate me, bro. I validate my own. I'm my own. I got two things in between my legs, and that's that, Whatever, you know, anybody else wants, you know, I do that out of my core, out of my heart. Not only for Raza, but for anybody who wants to join me and do a little rutina and defeat diabetes and move, just move on, do something positive with your life. With that amount, gente, saludos, blessings.